Hello, very good morning and welcome to Adava Newspaper Highlights. Today is Saturday, 1st of April 2017. This is Edward with the highlights of today's English newspapers. As usual, we have three leading daily newspapers for the highlights: Daily Mirror, Daily News and Ceylon Today. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline highlights: LG elections, LG electoral reforms in House next week, says Minister Faisal. There was a delay in holding LG elections because of a question on women representation. At least 55 days is needed to prepare for the LG polls from the time it is declared. The Attorney General's recommendation on sorting out the technical issues in the present local government election laws will be submitted to Parliament next week, Provincial Councils and Local Government Minister Faisal Mustafa said yesterday. Customs detect heroin worth 14 million rupees inside a plane. The customs suspect the heroin to have been brought by two Pakistani passengers. Customs officers detected 1.4 kilograms of heroin worth 14 million rupees on board flight FZ555 that arrived from Dubai yesterday morning. Customs media spokesman Dharmasena Kahandava said, "Influenza virus normal. The influenza virus experienced by many people recently was a normal condition and it could be cured by following the doctor's prescriptions," Director General of Health Services Dr. Jayasundar Bandara said yesterday. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline of the Daily News highlights: AG assures Court of Appeal Nandi to remain at Pinnavala. Several civil society activists sought interim order to suspend exportation of the elephant. Attorney General Jayanta Jayasuriya yesterday assured the Court of Appeal that the baby elephant Nandi would remain at Pinnavala and steps will be taken not to send the animal to New Zealand until the next court hearing on May 26. In a writ petition before the Court of Appeal, several civil society activists have sought an interim order to suspend the exportation of the baby elephant Nandi to New Zealand until the final determination of the writ petition. The Court of Appeal bench comprised Justice Deepali Vijayasundara and Justice Lalit Jayasuriya. Common power grid interconnection to facilitate energy trade. Sri Lanka to sign MOU with BIMSTEC. Cabinet this week granted approval for Sri Lanka to enter into a MOU with members of the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation to build a common power grid interconnection to facilitate energy trade among the member countries. Finally, let's move to Ceylon Today. New Year curbs on drunk driving. A special operation to curb drunk driving during the Sinhala Tamil New Year festival season will be launched today, DIG Palitha Fernando said yesterday. He said the operation will be enforced in all police divisions throughout the country on a 24/7 basis until the end of the New Year season. The police department has decided to implement a special security plan too in the Colombo City, Fort and Petta areas during the season. Cabinet reshuffle shelved. Government parties failed to agree. The much talked about cabinet reshuffle has been postponed indefinitely due to the two major parties in the government, the UNP and SLFP, failing to come to an agreement. Sources said the good governance regime had been established under an agreement where the UNP has been provided with 30 ministerial posts while the SLFP has been given 15 such portfolios. UNP willing to welcome this. UNP General Secretary Minister Kabir Hasim said if the party's former General Secretary Tissa Attanayake is willing to rejoin the party was willing to warmly welcome him back to the fold. Party sources said Hasim had already intimated this to the former UNP MP. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Adava Newspaper Highlights.